How's it going, guys? Hope you all are doing great. This is Evlog coming to you live, and welcome back on another episode on Boruto, episode 272. Now, towards the ending of the previous episode, it seems like Miss Hannah has succeeded on her mission, using the children as a cover up this whole time. And I'm wondering why, how come Anko did not see this coming? Because she is Anko's prodigy. If it is true that Miss Hannah has finally eliminated Miss Kai, the question that now remains is what's going to happen to Kawaki? What's going to happen to Hinamori? What's going to happen to the relationship the Hidden Leaf has with Miss Kai's people? This is going to cause a big problem. It might even cause it could break out another war. So, without further ado, let's check out episode 272 on Boruto and see what took place. If this is true, yeah, it looked like she slit her throat there. My mission is complete. Look at that. She did kill her. Oh, now she proceeds to burn the bridge. Ooh. Hmm. This is bad. This is very bad. If indeed she succeeded, this is bad. Even I can't believe it. I'm having a hard time believing this. This cannot be true, guys. This just can't be true. This can't be true. Whoa. This is actually the third time this is being confirmed. She actually did. Now, I still don't believe this, man. But then again, it just happened. It just happened. It happened just now. And Miss Hannah confirmed it. Hinamori confirmed it. And now Kawaki has confirmed it as well. What is this just happened? Miss Kai just got murdered in front of us, man. She did succeed. But I didn't see any blood drip. I didn't see any cut. We didn't see the cut, but we felt it felt like she slit her throat, dumped her body beside the bridge, right? And flee. But before she flee, she made sure to burn down uh the bridge itself so that no one can get through the other side or pursue her. And this means now she's going to leave the Hidden Leaf village because that's the only option she has. She can no longer be part of the Hidden Leaf anymore. This is going to break out another war because Miss Kai people will not sit back and hear this news and accept it. Yep. So the Sion. Oh wait, Miss Hannah took Miss Kai's body and took off? I thought she dumped her body beside the bridge. Oh, you see what I'm saying? She's not dead. It's about time she activated that Byakugan. You see, I've been talking about this for a long, ever since the last episode after watching what happened. These kids should be using their abilities by now. I mean, Hinamori, she is, exactly, she is a good shinobi. You know, although she's young, but still, she's still, better than most of these kids in using ninjutsu. Oh, they're planning on all going after Miss Hannah all at the same time. They better be ready. They better be ready because in oh, and that Marie was right and I was right. There's no way. Like I didn't see any blood. I didn't see any blood drip or anything like that. So she pretended she killed Miss Kai in order to throw these guys off the loop. Mm. Yeah, Doyu Tokoda. She's been locked away in her head. The real Miss Hannah has been chained up. Ah, yeah. Actually, Hannah is still there somehow. Yeah, she's still there. She's trapped in her own body. This is so messed up. The real Hannah is still there, trapped in her head. But isn't this so interesting? For someone to have two personalities that is so strong that one can actually come out and subdue the other. Actually, you know what? It's not that hard, really. Because when you really, you will be a valuable hostage. Okay, they are gonna try to use her to plea for one of their own to be released. What I was saying before is it's actually not that hard because, our spirit is always in battle with our flesh. Our spirit is always at war with our flesh, which is good and evil are always at war. Whichever one that subdues the other one takes over. If good takes over, the person will continue to do good. If evil takes over, the person will continue to do evil things, say evil things, and act evilish way or devilish way. You know what I mean? So yeah, the two personality thing isn't a far fetched. It's actually a real thing. The way to go. They should have made two of those just in case to have a better grip. If only they had those that drum, or they should do a shadow clone and divide themselves. It's about time. You see, that's what I'm saying, man. It's about time he uses the incense then or the bug then. Oh, okay. Gomenasai, huh? He can't control them in a wild range or to travel that far. Okay, okay. It's understandable. They're here reading novels and or lines or books or something. They're reading a script. Okay, they're reading information about the island or something. I didn't. It looked like they diverted off a bit. If only Kawaki is able to do a shadow clone or is able to create two or three shadow clones, that could help. Mitsukeda. That's another clue of her scent. See, this is what I talked about on the previous episode towards the ending. I gave a review on this and I know why I did it. Now we can get to see these kids put their brains together and come up with something, and it looks like they're doing quite a good job, and this proves to me that the show or the hidden leaf or the shinobi world haven't really gone off that much. They haven't really gone astray that much, you know because if I remember, they are currently at the same age Konohamaru was during that Kid Naruto time, and Konohamaru was able to summon. He was able to do ninjutsu by doing shadow clones, imitating Naruto's sexy jutsu and stuff like that. You know, come to think of it, Kawaki is an assassin himself. Well, he used to be an assassin too. So before he hid his headband so that his identity will not be shown to these kids, but I guess at this point there's no need for him to hide that information anymore. So Gambario Kawaki-san or Kawaki-sama. Where is that little girl? She's not going to stay behind, will she? At least she can be able to use her Byakugan to help Kawaki out a little bit. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I know what you mean, Kawaki. It reminds you with your times with her brother, Boruto. Uh, she's standing guard. She stood guard waiting for her people to arrive. Where to use your head, princess? Somehow I feel like it was the real Miss Kai that did that, that threw that kunai to help Miss Kai escape. I feel like it was the real Miss Hannah that did that to help Miss Kai escape. Oh, she's waiting for a ship. If Miss Kai gets in that ship, it's over. Hmm? Is she crazy? This woman, I've never seen this girl in a fight before. She's gonna fight? Somewhat less. Uh, mm, ooh, soy, soy. That's a nice back kick. Hmm. All right, guys, there you have it. Once again, Kawaki has closed in on Miss Kai's treachery. They've caught up once again, and at least we now know that Miss Kai is not dead. She's alive, although she's a little bit banged up a bit, but she will survive. And they've caught up on Miss Kai because if they've caught up on Miss Hannah with Miss Kai alive. Because if Miss Hannah and Miss Kai got on that ship, it's over. The chances of them finding her again will be much more difficult, you know? So it's a good thing to see us get to this part because if they didn't catch on to her and this episode ended, I won't be very happy about it. But for the fact that they did this episode so that Kawaki is able to cut up with Miss Hannah and Miss Kai, that's a very good ending to me. So I'm not sure about you, but I'm also glad to see the kids able to put their heads together and come up with a plan to find their classmates because Like it or not, they are the same age Konohamaru was during Kid Naruto era. So, preview on the next episode. It looks like there will be someone else. There will be somebody else on the next episode. Farewell Academy. So this literally means that Miss Kai will be going back to her people on the next episode once everything is said and done. That's pretty much what I think it's gonna happen. At least they made it. They predicted, this, and I'm predicting that on the next episode, Miss Kai will finally say goodbyes to the Hidden Leaf and go to her people to stay. So, be there as he may, I still believe that it's good to see the kids being able to do something, put their heads together, unite together, and look for their classmates using their ninjutsu. Because on the last episode, the preview, I did make it clear that I feel like they have fallen off because during Naruto era, even Konohamaru's time, because when during the Kid Naruto time, Konohamaru was very very young, and she was able, him and his other two posses were able to do something, and the kids back then they were very active. Like you cannot just sit down and do nothing, you know. So seeing the fact that these kids were able to use their head and to do something to look for their classmates, that's a good thing. That tells me that the Hidden Leaf haven't fallen short of being able to mobilize their young generations to be able to do something. Because on the last episode, I was expecting them to do something rather than relying on technology so much. And Kawaki himself, I thought that he's going to use a shadow clone to help him to locate Miss Kai, or to find out where Miss Hannah is keeping Miss Kai. But he can't. I don't think at this point he can still use shadow clones, or he haven't learned to use shadow clones. And I know what some of you are probably saying. Does he really need to be using shadow clones? Does he really need it? I don't think it's necessary, but in a fight, it can be very useful. Seeing how other kids or other shinobis are able to utilize their shadow clone ability. Now, be that as it may, I will digress it there. Feel free to push your thoughts and let me know what y'all think about this episode. I think this is actually a nice episode because these kids didn't just depend on Kawaki. For Kawaki to make a miracle, they also got involved and they actually wanted to follow Kawaki to go rescue their classmates. But Kawaki told them not to sit this one back and let him handle it. Of course, Inamori could not control herself. She had to follow Kawaki here. And I think on the next episode, we're going to see if the reason why she got involved to follow Kawaki here, if it is a good thing or not. So, on that note, stay safe, keep on keeping on.